Hello, friends. Welcome to our Monday night gathering of Indigo Sangha. And I'd like to offer a special welcome to my friend Joyce, who has agreed this evening to help lead us in some very special things, a beautiful practice, and then some very deep sharing. And I had met Joyce, I believe it was on the mountainside at Deer Park in, I'm going to say 2015 or 16. And she and I were together in an Earth Holder Dharma family during a retreat. And I was deeply moved by her wisdom. And we've had a chance to get to know each other a little bit since then, and also to work together a little bit. And she's always been an inspiration for me. So I know you're in for a real treat this evening. The program this evening is that I will be leading the first sitting meditation, and then also leading the walking meditation. And then Joyce will take over from there. And the program will absolutely include time for sharing after Joyce's sharing. So I am going to just take a look at everyone who's here and all the smiles. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you all. And I'm not seeing anyone that is here for the first time. So I know you all know how we practice our sitting and walking meditation. And so, Joyce, are you feeling good? Is there anything that you'd like to add at this time?
I am just so happy to be here with you, and I feel very fortunate that with this technology we can meet this way. I'm happy to be here and practicing with you. I'm feeling good.
Thank you. All right. Well, then let's go ahead and begin our first sit. And we'll want to feel our feet on the ground, the earth. Feel our seat in our chair. Notice our spine, that we still have a good spine. It's the Buddha's spine, holding us in solidity and in peace. We'll relax our shoulders and our arms and relax our bellies. Just let them hang out. Drop our chin and go ahead and bring your awareness to your in-breath and your out-breath. And I'll go ahead and invite 3 sounds of the bell. Body, speech, and mind in perfect oneness. I send my heart along with the sound of the bell. May the hearers awaken from forgetfulness and transcend all anxiety and sorrow. Listen, listen, the sound of the bell brings us back to our true home. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Present moment. Only moment. Next, we're going to enjoy some walking meditation to bring our mindful awareness into movement. And this is a practice that we can enjoy throughout the day. And with our mindful steps, we'll bring our awareness to the way our feet kiss the earth. And we can take one step with, I have arrived. And the next step with the out breath, I am home. The next step with the in breath in the here. And the next step with the out breath in the now. So this is very slow. It's a beautiful practice of aimlessness. And it is just walking for the enjoyment of our steps. I have arrived. I am home in the here and the now. So I'll invite the first sound of the bell for us to stand. And then on the next sound of the bell, we'll bow. And on the third sound of the bell, we'll begin our slow walking. On the next sound of the bell, please come back to your chair. And on the sound of the bell, we'll bow to one another and take our seats. Thank you all so much. And Joyce, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. So I would like to invite everyone, if you brought a pillow or a blanket or sleeping bag, we're going to come together in the practice of deep relaxation. So bringing the mind back to the body and relaxing the body. So if you have a pillow, a blanket, you're welcome to, you can even turn off your video if you'd like and find a very comfortable position. If you don't have that and you wish to stay in your chair, you can do that as well. So just find a very comfortable position. Give you a few seconds. So lie down comfortably with your back on the floor, or relax in your chair with your feet touching the earth and just letting the chair and the earth hold you. If you're lying on the ground, let the earth support you, cradle you, hold you with all your energy, with all your being. This is a safe place. You can close your eyes and allow your arms to rest gently on either side of your body. Let your legs relax. Allow them to turn outwards, just relaxing. As you breathe in and out, become aware of your whole body lying down. Feel all the areas of your body that are touching the floor, your heels, the backs of your legs, your buttocks, your back. Notice the backs of your hands and arms, the back of your head. And just let everything, all energy, relax into the earth. With each out breath, feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper into the floor, letting go of tension, letting go of worries, not holding on to anything. As you breathe in, feel your abdomen rising. As you breathe out, feel your abdomen falling. Rising, falling. For several breaths, just notice the rise and fall of your abdomen. Now, as you breathe in, become aware of your 2 feet. As you breathe out, allow your 2 feet to relax. Breathing in, send your love to your feet. Breathing out, smile to your feet. As you breathe in and out, know how wonderful it is to have 2 feet that allow you to walk, run, play sports, dance, drive, and do so many other activities throughout the day. Send your gratitude to your 2 feet for always being there for you, wherever you need them. Breathing in, become aware of your right and left legs. Breathing out, allow all the cells in your legs to relax. Breathing in, smile to your legs. Breathing out, send them your love. Appreciate whatever degree of strength and health is there in your legs. As you breathe in and out, send them your tenderness and care. Allow them to rest, sinking gently into the floor. And release any tension you may be holding in your legs. Breathing in, become aware of your two hands lying on the floor. Breathing out, completely relax all the muscles in your two hands, releasing any tension you may be holding in them. As you breathe in, appreciate how wonderful it is to have two hands. As you breathe out, send a smile of love to your two hands. Breathe in and out and be in touch with all the things your two hands allow you to do. Cook, write, drive, hold someone's hand, hold a baby, wash your own body, draw, play a musical instrument, build things, pet an animal, hold a cup. So many things we do with our hands throughout the day. Just enjoy the fact that you have two hands and allow all the cells in your hands to really rest. Breathing in, become aware of your two arms. Breathing out, let your arms fully relax. As you breathe in, send your love to your arms. As you breathe out, smile to them. Take the time to appreciate your arms and whatever strength and health are there in them. Send your gratitude for allowing you to hug someone, to swing on a swing, to help and serve others, to work. So many ways we use our arms throughout the day. Breathing in and out, allow the two arms to let go and rest completely on the floor. Feel the tension leaving your arms As you embrace them with your mindfulness, feel joy and ease in every part of your two arms. Breathing in. Now bring your attention to your shoulders. Breathing out. Allow any tension in your shoulders to flow out into the floor, into the earth. Feel the earth holding you. As you breathe in, send your love to your shoulders. As you breathe out, smile with gratitude to them. Breathing in and out. Be aware that you may have allowed a lot of tension and stress to accumulate in your shoulders. With each exhalation, allow the tension to leave your shoulders and feel them relaxing more and more deeply. Send your shoulders your tenderness and care, knowing that you do not want to put too much strain on them. You want to live in a way that will allow them to be relaxed and at ease. Breathing in, become aware of your eyes. Breathing out, allow your eyes and the muscles around your eyes to just relax. Breathing in, smile to your eyes. Breathing out, send them your love. Allow your eyes to rest and sink back into your head. As you breathe in and out, know how precious your two eyes are. Your eyes allow you to look into the eyes of someone you love, to see a beautiful sunset, to read and write, to move around with ease, to see a bird flying in the sky, So many things are possible because of your two eyes. Take the time to appreciate the miraculous gift of sight and allow your eyes to rest deeply. You can gently raise your eyebrows to help release any tension you may be holding around your eyes. Finally, breathing in, become aware of the whole of your body lying down. Breathing out, enjoy the sensation of your whole body lying down, very relaxed and calm. Smile to your whole body as you breathe in, and send your love and compassion to your whole body as you breathe out. Feel all the cells in your whole body smiling joyfully with you. Feel gratitude for all the cells in your whole body, from your toes to the tip of your head, from your fingertips all the way into your heart. Return to the gentle rise and fall of the abdomen, breathing in, breathing out. In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release, present moment, wonderful moment. Stretch your body. Slowly open your eyes. Wiggle your toes. Take your time. You can roll to the right side or left side and lay there for a minute. Aware of your whole body still, this miracle. You can begin to get up slowly, mindfully, and lightly. You can return to your chair and take your time, go slowly. Practice to carry the calmness and attentiveness you have generated here into your next activity, which will be a sharing and throughout your evening. I will invite a bell, and we can all come together and breathe in and out and enjoy this moment. I am so happy to be with you and to have practiced the sitting, walking, and deep relaxation with you. I'm going to share today, it seems to be I don't know if I should call it, but it seems like a mantra for Plum Village. I have arrived and I am home. It's a beautiful, deep um, expression of mindfulness. And I wanted to share what I noticed when I have participated with Plum Village in their Dharma sharing groups. One of the questions that's frequently asked is, how have you arrived? And I want to give you a few minutes to just sit and contemplate that. How have you arrived? So I believe the first retreat it was the first retreat I attended with Tai was in 2011 at Estes Park in Colorado. And I recall this question in the little Sangha group I met with. And for me, my mind jumped to, well, I got in a van with 3 other people and I drove through. I'm coming from Iowa, right? So I drove through Nebraska. We stopped in Nebraska. I got to Colorado. And that's how I arrived. And I was pretty sure that that was how I arrived. And there's truth. That's how I arrived. But each time I attended a retreat or sat with a Dharma sharing group and this question has been asked, it has really truly evolved and become deeper and deeper. I'll share a little bit. There's no point. Arriving is in the moment, but is all these conditions coming together for arriving. So there's no real beginning. But in a historical perspective, I have to speak in that way. That's how my words permit me to speak. So my arriving to this, where I am here with you, I'll share my little story. I was in my 40s, early 40s, and I was really suffering. I was a caregiver. The word caretaker always confuses me, but I was giving care to. I had my father-in-law, who had immigrated from Pakistan. He lived with us for 13 years, and I had 3 children. At that time, 2 were in high school, 1 in junior high, and the 2 older were really suffering. And I had my husband, who was very busy working to provide for the family, so not much time at home. And I had my sister-in-law and her family, 2 children and husband, immigrating from Pakistan. And I had my mother, who had Parkinson's disease, who was going to move in as well. I was overwhelmed. I didn't know how to care for myself, let alone have the energy to care for others. And I really lost myself. I can't even claim that I really knew myself prior to that. This practice has brought me home. I was suffering, and I came to a real crossroad of not wanting to be here, and having to sit with that. I was suicidal. I didn't want to be here. My husband said to me very clearly, Joyce, I can't help you. That's a hard thing to hear, but that was the truth. And I made a very clear point at that time that I wanted to live, but I didn't know how. This is kind of a door opening, so I'm sharing with you very deeply from my heart. I knew that I loved to teach English. I taught English as a second language, and this brought me much joy. But I had stopped to care for my family. Things just started to happen. My husband reached out to our accountant who practiced meditation, right? In the tradition of Thich Nhat Hanh. I had no clue. And he said, Steve, we know that you practice meditation. This might be helpful. Could you come to our home on Fridays and just, show us, guide us? So I had our accountant coming to our home on Fridays and sitting with me and my husband for meditation. At the same time, I got a call from a neighbor who said, Joyce, I know you taught ESL for many years. There's a monk from Cambodia coming. Would you like to teach him ESL? He really wants to go on to the university and get his degree so he can help the Cambodian people. Well, I love that. I said, sure. So I had a monk coming to my kitchen. I was teaching him English, and I had a gentleman coming and sitting with us. And it's just like things happening. And then I had a neighbor call and said, Joyce, I hear you're meditating there on Fridays because I know Steve. Can I come? Sure. So another neighbor came, and then, can I invite a friend? Then another neighbor came, and then just people started coming and meditating, and it was kind of an organic Sangha form that I didn't even know what a Sangha was. That's how I got here, kind of. I don't know. I know that there are many conditions and things happening even prior to that moment, all these conditions coming together. And I feel very fortunate to be here. I am very intentional to be alive. I am very grateful to be alive here. So how have I arrived? I can't even really pinpoint a story on that. This is just a one moment, little moments. it's a miracle. I guess my practice then, I'll share one other story that I had shared with Heather before, and that was there are many points of just this awareness. This is every practice that we engage in Plum Village is, I have arrived, I'm home. Every step is, I have arrived, I'm home. Every awareness of the breath is, I have arrived, I'm home. Eating meditation is, wow, I've arrived, I'm home. Deep relaxation, awareness of the body, awareness of the eyes, the whole body. I've arrived, I'm home. Being able to practice being fully present for a loved one, that has been my learning as well. My son was deeply suffering. The monk also showed me a way because he very much embodied peace, and I had never seen that before. My son was troubling, and the monk was here, and there was a bunch of chaos as my son was struggling. Police came to our house, and there was a monk in my woods meditating. I had just taught him English. He was in the kitchen. I taught him ESL. The police arrived. Chaos at our house, and I'm crying. And I looked, and I'm embarrassed. I'm looking down the hill, and I'm thinking, okay, he surely heard all of this. He surely saw all of this. What do I say? I don't want to talk about the suffering. It's very deep. What do I say? I looked out the window, and there's a monk from Cambodia in an orange gown walking mindfully up a hill, slowly. I had never seen an embodiment of peace like that. And he came up to me, and he simply looked at me and smiled. And that was it. And he called my son his brother. He had an engaged practice. So I was learning. I was no longer the teacher. I was a student. So he was one of the teachers. And the other little story I would share is I learned through Thai, through this practice of Plum Village, mindful eating, and the way I embodied that was when my loved one was struggling, I would joyfully enjoy. It was a practice of equanimity to just be there, and the miracle to be sitting by my son, even in his suffering, and to be eating with him and enjoying this meal together, complete acceptance of where he is. And it was no longer a trying to change, but a complete gratitude, the miracle of being here with my son. Heather knows I always speak from my heart, so I just have a very vague, any outline. I'm just sharing with my experience. The last one I would share is a few years ago. I am a diabetic. I have type 1 diabetes, and I have an insulin pump. I was changing my site, and I took too much insulin, and you're supposed to give just a little bit as you change the insulin pump. And I was cooking, and it was winter, and there was a blizzard outside, and I could feel my body just is going down. I could feel this dramatic change in my body and my energy going out. And I realized I did something wrong, and I'm about to pass out. I'm about to fall over and pass out. And what came to me was a moment of great joy and insight. In the first of all, it was like a touching the earth ceremony. I began to call out the names of all my loved ones. Any arguments, they didn't matter. They didn't arise. Any disagreements, nothing. It was just this deep gratitude, calling out of all the loved ones, my family, the spiritual teachers, my friends, and just deep gratitude. And was alive in that moment of feeling my body going. And I remember I opened the screen door and I looked out and I saw the trees. And I was like, wow, this is it. This is every reason to be alive fully. But I wasn't choosing not to be alive. It's just something happened. But that experience, I guess what I'm trying to say is sometimes there's great joy that arises from those moments of suffering. One, not that you want suffering, but it is there. And we can generate joy and live very fully in the moment, even with deep suffering. Each of these practices bring us back to this miracle. So with that, how have you arrived? One little exercise, just look at your hand. Just contemplate that hand. All the generations, all the ancestors, the earth, the soil, the sky, the sun, the water. Things known, things unknown. This is a miracle. So I'll leave it there, and I'd like to open up to the Sangha to share. And I'm very grateful to be here with you and to listen to you. Thank you.
Jane bowing in. Thank you for your heartfelt sharing. Much appreciated. One of the things I observed was the number of times your talk included the word miracle. And I think we try to reserve that word for some, I don't know, uncommon things, but I love the fact that your appreciation of it all is so deep that you can apply the word miracle, the miracle that's all that we see, and the miracle that's every in-breath and every out-breath. So thank you for bringing my attention to the miracle of our lives.
This is Heather bowing in. I'm going to stop the recording